Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in colour therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? I didn't think so. Now today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers and the alphabet. Now I work with an incredible sequence of beautiful jewel coloured oil bottles like these ones here, and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean numerology, which I found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like to have some insights with me today during today's live, then don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. Leave your date of birth in the chat and I will do the rest. I'm looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences today as we go through the live. Now, before we start all of that, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers and everybody that's been watching recent episodes of both Cosmic Conversations and the Numerology Show as well. I'm just genuinely delighted. I can't believe how well the channel is performing. Just got up to 450,000 views on my channel and 550 uploaded videos now as well. And of course, some of the videos like the one that I did with Dr. Gale, she can fly a spaceship or something, has reached like 7,500 views, which is really amazing. So thank you so much for all your comments on the videos. It really helps my channel to grow. So, if you're watching this video, please make sure, that you leave a few comments on the videos that I've got on there, because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps push my videos out, so more people can benefit from the wisdom that I'm sharing. All right. I've got some amazing future guests coming up onto the show as well, like Rubia Lacerda. She's going to be on the Cosmic Conversations very soon. I've got the incredible Hooch and Victor Daniels, who talk about Vedic astrology as well on Cosmic Conversations. I've got Diana No Excuses coming onto the Numerology Show, and Greer Steen as well, and she decodes Elton John's real name, Reginald Dwight. So you've got so much content, coming that's very, very engaging and enjoyable. Plus, I'm going to be doing a lot more collaborations next year as well with other podcasters to get the Dreamtime Academy name out into the zeitgeist, as it were. So thank you once again for all of your support. I genuinely mean that. And so if you're watching today's live, I'm going to be doing Pythagorean numerology using the colour mirrors. So leave your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. And I'm offering free readings today for anybody who's just joined me, sort of during today's live. But I'm also using the gorgeous Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well, which is my own deck of cards that I designed and launched about 6 months ago. And these cards feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters. So, you've got like Archangel Uriel, and you've got the Andromedan leader and all the different Andromedan archetypes, Archangel Zadkiel, etc., etc. So this is actually a colour therapy stroke numerology deck of cards. The Arcturians are in there as well, and the Hydeans, so it really gives you an understanding of all the different galactic races that are out there that we're going to be reunited with as we move into 2026, 2027 and beyond. Okay. So let's have a look and see who's watching today, and we can explore that. There we go. So remember, if you'd like a reading with me today, then don't be shy. Make sure you drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. I'm looking at your day number, your ruling number, and your personal year cycle influences today during the live. So we've got George Kobe, nice to see you, George. How are you going? It's nice to see you. How have you been, George? You're in Canada, yeah? So there you go. There you go. It's performing well because you're endlessly doing the thing. Oh, thanks, George. That's so sweet of you. Yeah. So you have a 919 thing going on. So you're born on the 19th of February, 1995, yeah? And you're the first son of the ninth son of your grandpa, are you? Beautiful. And whereabouts in Canada are you watching from, George? Let's have a little look. So have you been into one of my lives before? I do seem to recognise, your name. So born on the 19th of February, 1995. Okay, so you've got 1, 2 ones, 3 nines, a 5 and a 2 as well. So a day number 10, a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 24, 34, 35, 36. 36 is a 9. And then you're in a year 9, 10, 19, 20, 21 is a 3 moving into a 4. Okay, brilliant. So this is what your chart looks like there, George. Can you see that? Yeah, good to see you as well, George. Yeah, 100%. And hello to the nurse who loved me, 1989. Oh, it's nice to see your lovely face again. It was lovely to have you back here as well. Yeah, did you get your report okay? Yeah, I think I created a report for you, didn't I? So yeah, George, what we can see here for you is that yeah, you've got that beautiful life path number 9 like me. You're a 36 9 though. So, if you look at the compound number of the 36, it's the 3 and the 6 that makes the 9. So, you're like one of those very creative type of healers. So you love, helping people. The 9s want to be of service. So you might go into healing, counseling, nursing, or social work because, you just really like helping people. Being a day number 10, it means that you're also a way shower, a leader or a protagonist. So you could have your own business, you could have your own business as a healer, ideally. If we look at your colour influences, your 9, which is Mars fire energy, which is red over orange, and then your 10, which is your day number, which is who you truly are, is gold over olive. So you lead with a soft feminine energy. I often find that people with the red and gold soul colours have past lives as a Roman soldier. So you could have been, like a Roman soldier, and you may have abused your power in that lifetime as well, because you've got a karmic number 19 as your day number. The karma of the 19 is that you abused your power in a past life. So there's only 4 karmic numbers, George. You've got the 13, the 14, the 16, and the 19. So when you've got the 19, it's kind of like, that's where you may delay setting up your own business because you abused your power before and you might fear that you're going to do the same thing again. Yeah. So there is a Roman thing, is the, yeah. Well, you see, you're also definitely somebody who's very determined in life as well. You've got that 1, 5, and 9 energy running through, which means that you are somebody who's very persistent. You won't start projects and stop them. You will see your goals through, all the way through, and actually quite stubborn in the pursuit of your goals. Because you've got 3 9s in your birth chart, that kind of amplifies the vibration of the 9 in your personality blueprint. And, the 9 is Mars fire energy. So that fire elemental needs to be expressed and not suppressed. So you might struggle to express anger and frustration. You could be ADD, ADHD, OCD. So whether you've been diagnosed with any of those things yet or not is a different matter. But you'll kind of have your suspicions. And you may get lost in the realm of fantasy as well. So often, because the 9 is super idealistic, when you've got 3 of them in your birth chart, it over amplifies your, not only your wisdom, so you're a very wise old soul with a lot of integrity, but also your idealism. So, there you go. So your art is covered with fire, is it? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you see, you'd be very good with that. Very, very good with that indeed. So you're actually somebody who's got nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity. So you can really trust your gut. It's always going to point you in the right direction. And also, your communication skills are really good. So you're a good listener as well as being a good talker. You're not just, you don't just bang about yourself the whole time. Like some people do. Often, family members. Ah, there you go. The nurse who loved me says, "Oh, the green one in your hand reminds me of green toffee apples." Does it? I always thought toffee apples were red. It does make you want to eat them, though, doesn't it? I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like like they look like boiled sweets. In the sweet shops of those old-fashioned sweet shops. So yeah, so we travel in 9-year cycles, George, and we sort of go through peaks and troughs during that time. So there are times to make changes and decisions, and other times, that it might not be that easy to do that. But this year, it's been a good year for both consciousness and social expansion for you. So the 3 is Jupiter. It's the largest planet in the solar system. It's represented by that. So it means that, you might have found an influx of invitations to parties, gatherings, and stuff like that this year. And so, you would have met beneficial people at some point this year. But also, it's about consciousness expansion. So you might have also been drawn to study something new, whether that was vocational through work or through personal development. So, it's a great year for your brain to kind of anchor and retain that information in your personal year 3, the best year actually in that 9-year cycle. So lots of expansion, but also next year you're moving into a 4, which is a trough year of consolidation, George. So when you get to a 4, it's about building solid foundations and structures, both within your body and within your business. So you may get drawn to, going back to the gym or, getting physically fit again, or building solid foundations in your business, so working hard. So it's kind of like one of those years where it's like head down, bum up, in that, in the most biblical sense, of course. So, yeah, so you're moving from a 3 to a 4. So moving from expansion to building. The 4 is a building year. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, the nurse who loves me. And thanks, George, for saying that. Well, you've got an amazing presence as well. You have as well. What you see reflected in somebody else is often, just a reflection of you. I'm a life path number 9 as well. Now, do you want to know a little interesting secret, George? Yeah. So with the 36 nines, because the 36 is a very magical number, it's actually represented 6 times 6 is 36. 6 is love or creation. So creation times creation or love times love is a magical doorway. So it carries a gateway vibration. So it can mean that you might be on your last incarnation cycle on the earth plane, as long as you learn the karma that's in your name chart. Okay, if you've got any karma in your name chart and you deal with that, then you could transcend in this incarnation. Yeah. So amazing, hey? Yeah, well, hopefully you loved that, George. I'd be interested to get your feedback. I'm going to pick a card out for you as well, George, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well. Ah, there you go. So your art shows me at the gates before the scales of Ma'at. Yeah, the ancient Egyptian god. Yeah, so she's all about justice, isn't she? Yeah, I know Ma'at. She's one of the bottles in the color mirror system. It's gold and emerald green. Oh wow, you got the Scribe of Heaven. This is beautiful. The 144 energy. So this is Archangel Metatron, and Metatron bridges heaven and earth. So it carries the magenta ray. So you are here to bring your soul work to the planet. So almost like be channeled your soul work onto the earth plane. So you are a bridge, you're almost like a scribe of heaven. So maybe you're doing that through your artwork, you see? Yeah, being there for those who are scared before weighing the heart. That's right. Yeah. Oh, really? Did it blow your mind, did it? The nurse who loved me with the 36 gateway. Yeah, it's a really powerful number. It's used in the foundations of the architecture of the pyramids at Giza as well. It's part of the sacred geometry. So hello to Franklin Kazga. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Franklin, it's lovely to see you. And hello to Eleanor Rose as well. How are you today? If you're watching today during the live and you'd like me to have a look at doing some free insights for you today during today's live, then feel free to drop your date of birth in the chat as well. And we can do a reading for you as well, like we just did for George. You're welcome, George. If you loved that, George, and you'd like me to delve a bit deeper, into your full, it's what I call your Oversoul Codex. I create a report which is known as a Starseed Numerology Report. So it's like a 22-page handcrafted document which explores all aspects of your birth chart and your name chart, obviously in a lot more detail than we've been able to do today during the live, and the major influences in your astrology as well. So I kind of reveal your galactic origins through the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart, and where that's either conjunct or opposite. So the report reveals, whether you're from Andromeda like I am, or from Arcturus or Lyra or Sirius or the Pleiades or Orion or Antares or Alpha Centauri, etc., which helps you to define your mission. But it also moves into, your major past life implications, any karmic lessons that you need to become aware of, as well as it being very predictive about your future, because I look at your pyramids, which are your peak years of maturity. So yeah, if you'd like me to do your full Starseed Numerology report for you, then they're actually on special offer today for anybody watching me live for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US, if you're watching in the United States. And if you'd like to claim that, I'll pop a link into the chat so you can get that nice and securely through my online shop. And then just remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth as well if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you prefer to use. That's what's known as your living name. So that's the name that carries the vibration that we work through for your name chart. And so it's a bit like a road map of your soul. All right. So I'll drop a link into the chat for you as well. Brilliant. So hello, Emma, as well. It's nice to see you, Emma. And you're Matan, are you? Yeah? Beautiful. So we'll have a look at doing Emma's. We're going to have a look at Matan as well. And Lisa. You can't wait to receive your report, Lisa. Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for ordering it. And the nurse who loved me says, I've gotten one of Hayden's reports before. They're brilliant. I learn something new every time I read it again. Thank you. That's so sweet. There you go. No, that's exactly right. That he's got the 36 gateway coded his chart and he's connected to the pyramids. That's right. Yeah. There you go. Oh. Yeah, of course. I'll have a look, Eleanor Rose, as well, definitely. And you're in Ontario, are you? And hello to White Eagle as well, who's just joined. It's lovely to have you with me here today. Okay, so I'll go through everybody methodically. So I think next up is Matan. So Matan, I'll do your reading next for you. Is that a male name or a female name? It's quite unusual. I've never met another Matan before. So you're born on the 23rd of April, 2007. Beautiful. So you've got a day number 5, a ruling number 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18. So you're a 9, derived from number 18. So we'll go into that in just a second. I think you'll find it really interesting. And then your year is a 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18. So in a 9 going into a 1. So you've got 2 3s, a 2, a 4, and a 7 as well. Okay, I think I've got all the numbers there. Yeah. Ah, did she? So Lisa's your mum. Oh, there you go. That's nice. She introduced. Ah, there you go. Well, thanks for introducing us. That's great, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's a male name. It's Jewish. Hey, you know what? It's interesting because I I attract a lot of Jewish men. I think that I was Jewish in one of my past lives. I have memories of escaping from Sobibor, actually. Yeah. So I used to live with a Jewish lady when I lived in London as well. I seem to attract, especially Jewish men as well. I find that they like my energy. There you go. You've had a reading before, haven't you? I'll pick a card up for you though. The nurse who loved me as well. So yeah, Matan. All right. So what we can see there is you're also a nine. So your life path number is a nine. So like we just saw um, with the gorgeous George. He's a nine. I'm a nine. You're a nine. There's no coincidence, is it? So the nines are, if you think about the nine as being the healer, the counselor, the nurse, or the social worker. So the nines are the wise old souls because the nine carries the weight of the numbers that go before it. So they come to the earth because they want to be of service and that they want to help people, but they don't always find that out, until later on in life. Yeah, but being of service is of tantamount importance. But nine is represented by the planet Mars, which is fire energy, and that fire elemental needs to be expressed and not suppressed. So if we look at that in colour form, the nine is this beautiful vibration here, Mars, red over orange. So this is actually my favourite bottle in the system. You may also feel really attracted to it as well. So the lesson for the nines, we've all got to learn to speak up about how we feel at the time that things need to be spoken about instead of being meek and mild and then getting all angry and frustrated. So, Matan, we've got to really learn the art of wise assertiveness is really key. Now, your nine derives from number 18, not number 36, like we saw with, with George. Yours is derived from 18. Now, this carries a certain amount of spiritual and material conflict. So, this means in a past life, or what I call a parallel life, because time isn't linear, it's a spiral of consciousness. You may have been a nun or a monk, and you may have signed vows of poverty. So, in this incarnation, you might not believe that you can be both spiritual and wealthy. So, you have to work through those issues because really you are a healer and you need a lot of freedom, but you might not believe that you can survive doing your spiritual work. So you might go into teaching or becoming a nurse or something like that, or a social worker, just so you can get a regular paycheck coming in at the end of the month, you see. Yeah. So, White Eagle, you're a nine as well, are you? There you go. Well, you're in good company here then, aren't you? So your day number is a five. The five is all about freedom. So who you are as who you are, not what your purpose is there, really within your day number, and yours is the five. So it's the freedom seeker, So you don't like being restricted. This is Mercury in the color mirrors. This beautiful emerald green. So green in color therapy is all about space. So it's like your soul needs space. That's why it's important for you to travel, explore the world, go to different cultures, go to different countries. If any part of you wants to hide from life, it would make life quite difficult. So you've really got to learn to let go of old masks of who you once were so that you can allow in the new. So surrounding yourself as well with people that will allow you to express yourself freely. So freedom of expression is so important for the fives, and being honest with yourself, as well as letting go of old identities of who you once were or old masks. Yeah, the fives need to let go of old masks. So you'll find a lot of freedom, I feel, within being of service. You do have the arrow of procrastination in your birth chart, Matan, which is the lack of the 1, 5, and 9, which means that you might need to do some training in perseverance, because you might, struggle a little bit sometimes to be able to complete projects. So you need to, work hard on that because you might procrastinate a little bit. Also, what I can see here is that you've got 2 twos, which will amplify your sensitivity. So you feel, you're very intuitive and sometimes quite empathic. So you might feel other people's feelings and feel like they're your own. And also, you know, you are a practical person. When you've got a 4, quite traditional and conservative in your values, you know, you'll work hard, you'll like the material aspects of life. That will really appeal. And then the 3 gives you a lot of intellect, but also imagination and a certain amount of creativity as well. So you've got quite a well-rounded personality blueprint. Um, this year, you're in a personal year 9, which would have been a year of completion for you. Lots of things coming to an end. The 9 is the end of a cycle. But when you move into a personal year 1, which is next year, it's a year of new beginnings. So you might find that you move house or change jobs, or you might even get out of an old relationship if it's not working for you. So it's almost like the freshest form of spring rebirth that you can ever possibly hope to imagine when you move into a 1. So it's where, you know, new opportunities present themselves. It's where the unmanifest all of a sudden starts being seen, and all those rockets of desire that you've launched many years ago start slipping through the cracks and appearing in your everyday reality. So Matan, you've got the Ascended Master, Kuan Yin, who's come up for you, the goddess of mercy and compassion. So she's on the 6th rose pink ray of devotion and idealism. So often when Kuan Yin comes in, it can mean that you need to show more compassion either for yourself or for people around you, and you know, just have more mercy. You know, the rose pink ray is very aligned with divine love and unconditional love as well. And Kuan Yin is a very sensitive archangel, ascended master. I don't know if you can see that card there, but you know, she's a very, very empathic ascended master. She's beautiful, really, and you know, so just having more compassion for yourself at the moment. I know it's an interesting name, isn't it? The arrow of procrastination. There you go. Well, hopefully that's connected with you, Matan. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. Now, I'm going to have a look next at, I think it was Eleanor Rose. Or is it Emma? Emma. Emma, you're next up. So Emma O'Neill, born in Brantford, Ontario in Canada. Lots of people in Ontario in Canada watching today, which is great. And it's Saturday night at 8 o'clock, is it there? Ah, beautiful. Or is that when you were born? All right, okay. There you go. Hello to Spidey. Nice to see you. You're a first timer as well. And White Eagle, we'll have a look at doing your birth chart for you today as well. And also with you as well. You're welcome. Did that make sense for you, Matan? Hopefully it did. You know, remember, I'm kind of just wetting your whistle today during today's live just to demonstrate how powerful Pythagorean numerology is. But if, you know, you would like to delve deeper, I'm more than happy to do your full Starseed Numerology Report for you as well, Matan. So if you'd like to claim your special offer on the full report, then there's the link to order that nice and securely through my website, all right? Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at Emma. Okay, so, oh, Emma, what was your date of birth, my love? And you want to know more about your past lives, yeah? Okay, so Spidey, for the free insights that I'm giving during today's live, I don't need your time and place of birth. But if you like the report, then yes, that would be beneficial. Ah, dear. And hello to Spison. Nice to have you back here again. How are you today? And you keep getting Canada coming up on your computer screensaver lately. I think the grid workers are heading there soon. So maybe there's a big alignment about to get underway for the solstice, possibly. Ah, brilliant. Thank you, Lisa. So it's the 18th of March. Got it, 2000. So you're struggling with a bit of everything in your life. So this is huge for me, a first time. You're welcome. I've got it. Brilliant. So you've also got that 18 energy that we just saw with Matan. So Matan, remember, is an 18-9. You're a day number 18-9. So it is a 9, but it carries that same vibration of both spiritual and material conflict. So again, I would say the same thing for you. You may also have been a nun or a monk in a parallel past life. And you may also have signed vows of poverty as well, So you might not believe that you can be both spiritual and wealthy in this incarnation. So you might find that you go into becoming a teacher or a nurse just so that you can kind of get like a regular paycheck coming in at the end of the month. That's the 18 energy. It's almost like there is a fear of survival around doing your holistic work. Like you're not going to be able to make enough money doing it. Because the 9 is the healer, it's the wise humanitarian. So that's who you are. You're here to be of service and to help people. So we're a very wise old soul. Remember, the 9 carries the weight of the numbers that go before it. And that's why. So you've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14. And you're also a life path 5 derived from number 14, which is karmic. So this is why freedom is very important for you in your lifetime, and you will feel things very intensely because the 5 is the center of the emotional plane. So it's like the heart energy. So the 5 is Mercury in the color mirrors, this beautiful green bottle. So your soul needs space. So, ideally you need to get out into life and not hide away from life. So it's really about travel, communication, versatility. But because it's the 14 means that you may have restricted someone's freedom in a previous or parallel incarnation, or you might have had your own freedom restricted. So it's almost like there's everyone's an ancient immortal being of light, and we all live out temporary human experiences. So we exist simultaneously across numerous different timelines and planetary systems, etc. But the dominant sort of lifetimes that are coming up for you are this one as a nun or a monk where you may have signed vows of poverty, and also this one where you may have been incarcerated or you may have imprisoned someone yourself, and that's why there is a rebalancing that needs to take place in this incarnation about that. So it's not that you're being punished. Karma isn't a punishment. It's just about lessons that need to be learned and to be rebalanced, you see. Yeah. So for you, as a 5, you 5s really don't like going to regular 9 till 5 day jobs because they're too restrictive. So you need to be doing something where you feel free and something where you're helping people ideally. So for you, it's important to always have people around you that just allow you to be you so that you can feel free to express yourself in any way that you choose. Now, your gifts, you've got the arrow of the planner, the 1, 2, and 3. So this means that you've got an inherent love of order. So you love to know what's coming next. You like to have a bit of a tick list as you go through your day. So you feel like you can achieve everything. So get up in the morning, tick, walk the dogs, tick. Have some breakfast, tick. So you feel like you're achieving everything. So it's a very left brain arrow. You're also somebody who's very independent. You like being in control. And there is a great sense of organisation and a keen sense of judgment as well. And then this is known as the arrow of frustration, where it's the lack of the 4, 5, and 6. So when you've got the arrow of frustration, it can mean that there was difficulties for you during childhood. So it normally manifests as your mum and dad separating, but not always. It could be sibling rivalry or ill health, or maybe you were bullied. Any of those 3 things, may come up for you. So the year that you're in this year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 21. So you're actually in a 3 this year, moving into a 4 next year. So this year it's been a year of expansion. So you may have been learning something new, but also social expansion as well. So hopefully you found an influx to parties and gatherings and you've attended them, because in your personal year 3 you end up meeting beneficial people. But it's very much about your brain being hungry for information. And this year it's the best year really in your 9-year cycle to anchor and retain information through study. Next year, you're moving into a 4, which is more of a trough year of consolidation, which really is a year, it's like a square where you might feel like things are moving forward quite slowly for you. But it's great for building foundations either within your body or within your business in 2026 for you. So you can metaphorically feel like you're wading through treacle, but it's kind of happening at the right time and in the right way. So use the time wisely to get organized. So Emma goes, wow, that is what I'm struggling with 1,000% and what I need to be doing. Yeah. So there you go. And you remember that phase, and boy, it was amazing, says White Angel. You got this, yeah. That's right. And hello to Glow Angel. It's nice to have you here. You're just stepping in to say hello to this wonderful man. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Hmm. There you go. I'll pick a card out for you as well, Emma. So yeah, it's an interesting age to be, isn't it? 25. I was just thinking about like my 20s when I was walking my dog this morning, and when I was 27, my whole life changed when I first came to Australia from England as a really bad backpacker. I stayed in Perth for 18 months, overstayed my visa, and I was kicked out of Australia, which is where I live now. It's an interesting age, because you're coming of age, really, aren't you? Well, some people are a bit older than that. I was a late developer. So you've got Alathfar, which is the Lyran genius. So you've really got to reactivate your hunger for knowledge. So, and this could be like, if, as you might not have found what's really been floating your boat. And by reactivating your burning desire to learn something, then your brain will start remembering information better and anchoring it and retaining it a lot more. So I feel like I want to say to you, you need to figure out, ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? And then just do more of that. And you'll find that, once you find your passion, it'll just be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's it. Everything else just flows afterwards. But I do feel like you may struggle a little bit, to express your own feelings. So there is a little bit of a restriction around the throat chakra there with only the 1-1. So, making sure that you are speaking up about how you feel instead of bottling things up and getting angry and frustrated. That's right. Yeah, it was meant to be that I ended up here, closer to the southwest of WA. Yeah, part of Lemuria. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I always thought Lemuria was over in Queensland, so a lot of them say that, around the Daintree rainforest and Tambourine Mountain and stuff is very connected to Lemuria energy as well. But anyway, Emma, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. And if you'd like me to do your full Starseed Numerology Report as well for you, I'm more than happy to create one for you too. And just remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth as well if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by. And they're brilliant for not only revealing your true soul purpose, but also your galactic origins, your past life implications and karmic lessons, and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures. All right. Okay, so who's next up on today's live then? Eleanor Rose in Ontario. We're going to have a look at doing your birth chart next. Just trying to find your date of birth, Eleanor. Where's Eleanor's date of birth? I can't find it now. You might need to drop it in again for me, please. Oh, Spidey says that's interesting. You've been drawn to New Zealand for years, have you? Oh, there's a tiny sliver down south as well, is there? That's Lemuria as well. There you go. Oh, brilliant. I've got it now, Eleanor. And you're born on the 31st of January, 1986. And any insights on your past lives would be amazing as well. Got it. I've got it. Brilliant. Okay. And where are you watching from? Oh, you're in Ontario, aren't you? So you've got the 9, the 6, the 3, 3 ones, the 8 as well. So you've got a day number 4. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 24, 27, 20, 29. So you're a 29, 11. And then your year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is a 5, moving into a 6. Ah, interesting. So you bought a house on Auckland Avenue. And this was before the New Zealand pull. How interesting. Ah, so Montreal, but born in Ottawa. Wonderful. Okay, great. So you're a life path 11. So the 11s, the 22s, the 33s are their master numbers. And so they're the oldest souls on the planet. And so the 11 is really a guide for humanity as we emerge into the new golden age. So it's a big purpose. Not all 11s fulfill their purpose, but many do. But it's there, to be activated. The 2911 is quite a difficult vibration though, Eleanor. So this is what I call the role of the Olympic spiritual athlete. So, it's almost like on your soul contract that you signed before you came to Earth. You sort of said, look, I want to evolve quickly in this lifetime, so throw it all at me. I want to go through, divorce, separation from family, because I want to evolve quickly. So people who aren't really serious about their soul's evolution don't incarnate as a 29/11. So it is it's the path of the master, so it's going to be about good and bad. Bottle 11 is duality in the colour mirrors, which is deep magenta over clear. So good and bad, black and white, right and wrong, and it's your last look at issues of separation. So this is why, you may experience the highs and the lows, the good and bad. But the secret really is, you are here to illuminate the darkness. So you've got to learn to love your own shadows as much as you like, because the 11s are always seeing themselves reflected or mirrored back to them. So that's, your purpose is to be a guide. So 11s can be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. You'd make a good life coach, spiritual teacher, or social worker. However, you've got kind of one foot planted in both worlds, because your day number is a 4, which is Uranus, the planet of the future, which is yellow over deep turquoise. This is Uranus, ball 4. So this is very practical energy, so you're quite grounded, even though you're celestial. You're good with business, the 4 relates to business, practicality, organization, tradition, conservatism, working hard. 4s make amazing teachers as well. So, and you're also somebody as well who's got the arrow of intellect, the 3, 6, and 9, all the numbers on the mind plane. So this means that you've got a very active mind as well. So not only are you very highly evolved intuitively, but you're also somebody who's always thinking, analysing, rationalising, philosophizing. Your mind is very active. So, your long-term memory might be a lot better than your short-term memory. So you'll remember like things from years ago, but you won't remember what you had for your dinner last night. It's like that's how active it is. And I would say that you're also super chatty, very talkative, Eleanor, especially when you know people, you like them and you trust them. You know how to hold your own in a conversation, and a very independent person as well. Yeah. Yeah, the 369. That's right. The 369 Tesla. So this year you're in a 5, a personal year 5, moving into a 6. So this would have been more of a year of freedom. So hopefully you got to travel this year, and you booked a trip, or even if you didn't get away overseas, at least, doing a road trip. So it's a great year for freedom, feeling free, expressing yourself freely. So making sure that you let go of old identities this year, and surround yourself with people that that allow you to express yourself and not hiding. The important thing during your personal year 5 this year is like that you didn't just hide from life and lock yourself away. And then next year the focus is going to be more around the home and the family. So as you move into a 6, so the 6 is Venus, the planet of love. So this Venus light shines itself all the way through 2026 for you, which is a year of more love. So self-love and self-care as like a priority, but also it can be new love interests if you're not in a relationship. And even if you are, it could become a throuple. Or it could be, just focusing around redecorating, beautifying your environment, like a home, or spending more quality time with the family, or reinventing the way you present yourself to the outside world in 2026. So the focus really being around that. So past life implications, interesting. The 11 and the 4, these are quite intense soul colours. You have chosen a difficult lifetime this time round. So I do feel like there would have been lifetimes where you could have been a Cathar. The Cathars were the beings that were around between the 14th and the 16th century. And they learned how to become alchemists, but then they were killed by the Pope and the military at the time because they didn't want them having that much power. So often the yellow-green soul colour people can often, sort of find themselves in patterns where they're scared to stand in their power in case there's some form of consequence for that. But also the 11, the magenta ray, can bring in past life implications through the Japanese lifetimes as well, can come in through that, and even the mystery schools as well. Some of the mystery schools, even the galactic mystery schools as well. So yeah, fascinating, but very much the one foot planted in both worlds. Sometimes I find that the energy of the 31 as well, before you reduce it down to the 4, which is your day number, can carry a vibration of the hermit archetype as well, where you sort of like retreat away a little bit sometimes. I'll pick a card out for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, and this is the one for you. So Eleanor, you've got the Hadean Creative. This is Aethra, and this is about embracing the truth that you are divine love, that you don't somehow sit outside of that. So this card carries a very maternal energy, actually, so it's really quite sweet. But often, the path of the 11 is to remember the truth that you are divine love, because it's dualistic, so it's good and bad. But when you remember that both the dark and the light are both divine and both are needed, it can help you to, sort of anchor that. Oh, good, Eleanor. So it's very informative and it resonates with you. Brilliant. Ah, well, I'm pleased that's connected with you. I'm kind of just wetting your whistle, demonstrating how powerful Pythagorean numerology is. And Eleanor, if you'd like to delve deeper down the rabbit hole, then there's the link to get your full report on the special offer price of only 59 Australian dollars. And then just remember to send me your birth dates, all right? Fantabulous. Now, who's next up on today's live then? So we have got we've got White Eagle, we've got Spidey as well. So I think Spidey, you were next to drop your date of birth into the chat, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, I believe you were. So it'll be Spidey, then White Eagle, and then was there anybody else watching that would like me to do some insights for them today as well? There you go. So Spidey. You're next. What's your real name then, Spidey? And were you born on the 10th of December or were you born on the 12th of October? You're very welcome, Eleanor. Yeah, feel free to ask a question. Yeah, so Spidey, what's your real name? And if you can just let me know, were you born on the 12th of October or the 10th of December? So this card is for the nurse who loves me. This is for you, all right? And, oh, look at that. You got Safe, the Orion Explorer. This is about betrayal, rebellion, or giving your power away. So maybe ask yourself the question, you know, where are you betraying yourself by giving your power away? So you're Stephanie. It's nice to meet you, Stephanie. Born on the 12th of October. Beautiful. Does that make sense? Oh, and yeah, we've got that. Brilliant. 1970. So you're a Libran like me, Stephanie. All the best people are Librans, aren't we? I was born on the 16th of October. And so is my husband, actually. We're both born on the same day. Yeah, both with Andromedan origins as well. We think we might be Andromedan clones, believe it or not. I know it's a thing. So you've got the life path number 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You're a double 3, Stephanie. Oh, wow. So you're very creative. You know, so you love music, lyrics, poetry, the arts and the healing arts. That would really appeal to you. So the 3 is super expansive. If you think about the 3 as being Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. So it kind of wants expansion, Stephanie, and so do you. So that's bottle 3, Jupiter, coral in colour. So coral actually in colour therapy is the colour of the new Christ ray. So it's where pink love and yellow power come together for the purpose of expansion. So you've got this Christed light, you know, the double 3s, it amplifies the vibration of the 3 energy. So, you know, very, very expressive, very expansive, very creative. So music, lyrics, poetry, the arts, the healing arts, writing, but also the 3 is very analytical as well. So, you know, you're very analytical, sometimes a bit critical of yourself and sometimes other people when you're living in the shadow of the 3. So, you know, it's almost like you may have to overcome issues of low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence and lack of self-worth in order to be able to really claim your spot in the world. And you've got the 3 ones. Now, difficulties for you during childhood. Whenever you've got the arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5 and 6 in your birth chart, that often manifests as maybe your parents separated when you were growing up, or there may have been issues around sibling rivalry or ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in, you know, with the world around you when you were growing up. But that can also manifest sometimes as issues and challenges in your adult relationships as well, you know. A lot of starseeds have this arrow, I find, you know, because a lot of starseeds don't feel like they fit in, you know, when they're growing up particularly. A lot of starseeds, you know, they come in from higher dimensions of consciousness, anywhere up to the 12th, and then they incarnate on the third dimension, which is the earth. And when we get here, we're like, oh my God, what is this? You know, you've got taxes, you've got government, you've got war, you've got the eggplant emoji, you know, and it's just all a bit too much, isn't it? There you go. So you've been told you're Andromedan, have you, Eleanor? And Lemurian. But I have a bit of everything, I think. Yeah, a lot of us do have, you know, many different incarnations in different constellations, but our soul kind of originates from one place after leaving source consciousness, and that's what helps you to really define your mission when you understand that. So it was all of the above, was it, during childhood, was it? Oh, there you go. Sorry, so Malik says, please advise, should I travel to P in January or February to settle that family matter? Well, I'll come back to you in a second, okay? I will look into that for you. Okay, so Librans are the diplomats of the zodiac, you know, so that's what we do, you know, that's our role within the family. We're there to sort of bring balance and harmony into situations. So I do feel for you, you know, that, you know, you'll play that role in your family as well. You do have a really nice empathy, and you've got, you know, you can be quite a chatty person as well, Stephanie, you know, especially when you feel comfortable with people. You're very ambitious as well, a very ambitious person. So, you know, I feel like, you know, you've got a lot to achieve in your life. You may experience some form of sacrifice in either love, health, or money. So it could be loving and losing, or making money and losing it. So you'll know which one it is. Past life implications that come up for people that specifically have coral energy are as a shaman. Yeah, so you may have been a shaman, and you may be attracted into, you know, the therapeutic fields in this incarnation as well. So many threes, you know, get drawn into, like the sixes and the nines, really. They get drawn into, you know, sort of wellness or holistic modalities. So, oh, Emma, you will receive an automated email. So once you've completed your purchase, and then that will request your birth details. So make sure you check your junk and spam files as well, because sometimes they go through to there, especially if you've got a Gmail account. All right, but it's all automated. Yeah. Ah, so you believe you're Pleiadian and Lemurian? Yeah, absolutely. Well, Stephanie, you know, the three energy, if you think about the complementary color to coral, it's turquoise, the opposite color. And so, you know, you always have to read the complementary of the color. And this is shaman, but this is very Pleiadian energy. So, and Lemurian. Yeah, 100%. So this is deep sensitivity that comes through this energy here. The year that you're in, Stephanie, is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you're in a 4 moving into a 5. So this year you may have found that things were, you know, almost going quite slow for you. You know, like it was a good year this year for building foundations and structures, either within your body or within your business. And then next year it's a year for freedom. You know, so 2026, best year for traveling, exploring, surrounding yourself with people that allow you to express yourself, letting go of masks, being honest with yourself, not hiding. So it is a year of more freedom. So anything that's maybe been holding you back, or where you felt stuck, all of those roadblocks start disappearing, and you start feeling like you can experience more inner freedom. And sometimes that could be even through meditation if you're not able to get away and explore and travel. Oh, well, I'm really pleased that's connected with you, Stephanie. Stephanie's like, you're blowing my mind right now. I've never had a numerology read, and you're pretty dead on. Thank you. Well, it's interesting because I always say, Stephanie, that colours and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie, not colours and numbers. So when we really learn to decode the language of light, we get really accurate information that we can use to make better decisions for ourselves. Yeah. I'll pick a card out for you as well, Stephanie, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. Yeah, Eleanor Rose, Andromedan clones. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, thank you, Emma. That's so sweet of you. They make brilliant Christmas gifts. They do. Yeah, your partner will be blown away. Absolutely blown away. Oh wow, look. So you got Yeshua, who's come up for you, Stephanie. And it's interesting because I was talking about the Christ ray. Remember with the coral colour that your soul is, and Christ has come in. So it's given me goosebumps actually. This. So Yeshua is on the 12th pearl ray of divine unity. So he's all about unity consciousness. So it's a very it's like the highest ray. Him with Melchizedek are on the 12th pearl ray. So it's a rebirth. That's what this symbolizes, rebirth. You may be going through a rebirth. So call upon Yeshua or Jesus whenever you are wanting to step more and more into that expanded version of yourself. Yeah, it's beautiful. I get it. I get it. And the nurse who loves me. You get into trouble for calling this place a rat shit planet. There you go. So White Eagle, I believe you're next up on today's live. All right, Stephanie, if you'd like the report as well, just click the link in the chat. There you go. I'll pop it in again for you, so it's nice and easy. And then just remember, send me your birth dates. Remember, the report goes into so much more detail because I look at like your pyramids, which are very predictive about your future, and I look at your birth chart and your name chart because your name carries a vibration too, through like your soul urge number, which is derived from the vowels within your living name, which represents your deepest inner yearnings, and your outer expression number, which is derived from the consonants, which is the way you're perceived by the outside world, which is often very different from the way we feel like we're being perceived. So it looks at all aspects of, your birth chart and your name chart. Sometimes your name can carry a vibration that compounds and amplifies the negative attributes within the birth chart, or it can offer extra numerical influences that help to bring about balance and harmony in your personality blueprint and your true soul purpose as well. But also of the major influences in your astrology as well. So like your sun, your moon, your north node and your ascendant. So it kind of reveals all aspects of your personality blueprint, your past life implications, karmic lessons, and your galactic origins as well. Yeah. So White Eagle, you're next up on today's live. Leanne. Nice to meet you. Where are you watching from, Leanne? You've got so many questions. I need, as I read numerology as well, cannot wait to see what you've been gifted for me. Oh, wonderful. So, did you spell your name wrong there, did you? Leanne. Okay, let's have a look. And you're in Kentucky, are you? Yeah? There you go. So your mother had named you Stacy when you were born. It's on the birth certificate crossed out. My grandfather told my mother that Stacy was a boy's name, so she changed. That's such an interesting story. That's so interesting, isn't it? Well, you would go with your living name, which is the name that you are now. Yeah. So, okay, so Leanne's born on the 19th of the 12th, 1976. Beautiful. Okay, so Malik, February is what I've been. It was a close call. I actually think it's going to be the end of January, beginning of February, but probably more likely February. Yeah. So you got two nines, you got a 7, you got a 6, you got a 2, and you got 3 ones as well. Wow, you don't have any arrows in your birth chart. Like me, I don't have any arrows in my birth chart either. So it doesn't mean anything positive or negative. It just means that you're very adaptable. And it means that you also need to learn to be wisely assertive as well. That's been one of the biggest things for me in my life, is like trying to be assertive, but in a wise way, because I tend to snap. Well, especially because I've got the 9 in there as well, which is the fire elemental. So I'll bottle things up and then I'll just go like that, and then I'll be like, oh no, did that just come out my mouth, you know? So I'll make myself cringe sometimes. But yeah, you also need to learn to be wisely assertive when you don't have any arrows in your birth chart. Your ruling number is a 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 33, 34, 35, 36. You're a 9, 10 person as well. So yeah, there you go. So that makes more sense as well, because you are a 9 as well, that fire elemental of the 9s. So, you know, you're a healer, a counsellor, a nurse, a social worker. You love helping people. You could have your own healing business because you're an entrepreneur. You've got your day number 10, which is about individual expression. So it's the soft feminine leader energy. So it's a bit like Isis, you know, the 10, the Egyptian goddess who gave birth to the sun. So there are past life implications for you, again, with ancient Egypt, but also I would say as a Roman soldier as well. The red vibration carries Roman soldier. It also carries like lifetimes where there may have been feast or famine, prince or pauper, but also a Chinese or Russian. So, but for you, I'm feeling like a dominant life, especially around the abuse of power, because you've got your karmic number 19, would have been like where you were abusing your power as a soldier, you know. So a Roman soldier. Or doing like the human sacrifice stuff in ancient Egypt, you know. So you may delay setting up your own business because you abused your power in a previous or parallel incarnation. You may fear that the same thing's going to happen in this incarnation, you see, as well. Yeah. You did you? So do you remember it? Do you remember it? You remember, yeah. Thought you would. So, again, a very talkative person, but you know, as I said, you need to make sure that you speak about how you feel when it's spoken about, instead of being angry and frustrated. The 2, which brings in a nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity for you. So you've got really good gut first impressions, a lot of wisdom. Now, 9s don't make the best money managers, and we rarely succeed as being senior business executives, although we might try it for a while. You know, sometimes it can be, you know, it's like you just know straight away it's not really for you, because you're here to be of service. And so, yeah, so the 9s can be a bit serious as well sometimes. Oh, it was horrible. What happened? What happened, Leanne? The year that you're in this year is a 9, and 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you're in a 4, moving into a 5 next year. So this would have been a trough year of consolidation. So where you were building structures and foundations in your body or within your business. So in my last personal year 4, Leanne, I went to the gym and lost 16 kilos. And the next year, I think I put it all back on again, but I still lost it. So yeah, it's about either the body or the business. You might be, you know, sort of building content if you've got your own numerology, you know, business, or your own healing business. You might be like building structures and foundations within your business so it operates better. Or again, it could be recuperation as well. A lot of time when you get to a personal year 4, you can end up wanting to recuperate. So now you understand the heart placed outside my home this morning. Oh, really? What's that all about? The cross, the Roman Empire. Ah, interesting. Next year in 2026, you're moving into a personal year 5. Remember, the 5 is connected to the planet Mercury. So it's about freedom, communication, versatility. So there'll be travel on the horizon, hopefully, you know. And even if you can't afford to go overseas, your soul is kind of craving space and time down by the water's edge, and it will help to open up your soul. Ah, there's a video on your page, is there? Oh, wonderful. So, brilliant. So do you do numerology as well professionally? So guys, if you're watching me today during the live, then make sure you introduce yourself. And if you'd like me to do some free insights for you today, during today's live, during the actual live, then drop your date of birth into the chat. I'm looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences today during the live to reveal your true soul purpose, your strengths and weaknesses, and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel as well if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate the followers, and make sure you keep watching my podcast episodes of the Cosmic Conversations and the Numerology Show as well. So I'd really appreciate you leaving comments on the videos. It helps me, you know, to get my videos out in the YouTube algorithm, and share my videos as well if you can with people that you love in your life, who you feel would benefit from having some insights with me today. Thank you very much, Stephanie, for purchasing your full Starseed Numerology Report as well. You will receive an automated email requesting your birth details. So make sure you send them through. Don't forget. The amount of people that buy reports and then forget to send me their birth details, it's not even funny. If I had a penny for every time that happened, I would have £8.24. And there you go. The report, yeah. Ah, there you go. So you're selling everything and travelling, are you, Leanne? Oh, there you go then. That's perfect. That's good timing. Yeah. Fantastic. Oh. Well, there you go. Well, if you'd like me to do your report for you as well, Leanne, there's the link. Make sure you claim your special offer, because it's Friday here in Perth in Western Australia. I always like to put a special offer out on a Friday. So yeah, you can get that for just 59 Australian. And then just remember to send me your birth details, your birth date, ideally your time of birth and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by. Now, is there anybody else that's watching me live right now that would like me to do some insights for them today? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And then we can have a look at doing you too. Remember to like the video as well, guys. If you can like this video, that would be amazing. Ah, it's your birthday there. It is. It's your birthday today. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice that. I get so caught in because I don't even know what day it is, to be fair, ever. Even though I'm a good numerologist, I've got awful time management. I'm really bad at mathematics. But a big happy birthday to you. Yeah. A big happy birthday. What a nice birthday gift for you, isn't it? Oh, that's so good. There you go. Mhm. I believe that time definitely isn't real. It isn't real. All right then, well, I'm going to pick a card out for everybody that's watching me live right now. I don't think there's anybody else that's watching that wants to have any insights with me today. So I'm going to pick a card out for the collective, and then I'm going to head off and go and get something to eat for lunch. And then I've got lots of work to do this afternoon on creating reports. Thank you to everybody that's purchased a full Starseed Numerology Report today as well. I really appreciate it. And they do make amazing Christmas presents. So the Andromedan Genius, this has come up for everybody. I'm actually from Mirash. Oh, hello, Monty. If you come to say hello, I'll pick Monty up and give him a hug. So this is about expanding your horizons and maybe reprogramming some of the wounded aspects of the inner child that formulated belief systems, you know. So, you know, if you like doing a bit of personal development work, then I also have the Oversoul Codex Soul Realignment sessions that I do via Zoom, where I look at your human design, your numerology and astrology, and I formulate like signature processes designed for you to help you release whatever needs releasing, or whatever it is. So yeah, if you'd like to do a private session with me and reprogram some of the limited belief systems, then make sure you reach out. And I also have a community as well called the Oversoul Codex Collective. And if you'd like to become a member of the Oversoul Codex Collective, then that's brilliant, because you can learn loads through the online learning portal, and we connect up monthly via Zoom. And it's a community of starseeds in way showers that are all going through the same sort of stuff that we are going through on the planet right now. And Monty often comes in and says hello during those Zoom sessions as well. And that's only 33 Australian dollars for the first 3 months access, so you can check it out and see if you like it and like the community. So yeah, feel free to message me if you need any further assistance with anything. There you go. And have a good day at work. There you go. This is Monty. So Monty is my ruby coccolea. It's my beautiful boy. He's a life path number 8, so he likes being in control. Believe me, he does. And a day number 3. So he understands and remembers everything that I ever say to him. He's very intelligent. All right, guys. Shall we say goodbye, Monty? We'll say goodbye. Big love, guys. Have an amazing weekend. And if I don't see you before then, have an amazing Christmas as well. Happy Christmas and a big happy birthday as well. Okay? Have the best Christmas ever. Okay, Monty? Bye for now, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye. Should we get you down? Oh dear. Bye for now, guys.